So, Game of Thrones won an Emmy last night, proving once and for all that Emmy voters do not watch any sort of television whatsoever, or do not watch beyond the first 5 minutes of every episode. Because anybody that watched Game of Thrones season 8, the final season, knows that it was not the best season. It was not the best drama. There were so many shows that were better than Game of Thrones. It's amazing that they can even get away with calling themselves some sort of voting academy or whatever the hell the Emmys people call themselves. And then the next day, you're going to see different types of articles that come online, and this is a travesty. Emmy spoiled Game of Thrones final season and social media upset. Who the heck on social media is really upset about spoiling that crap-tastic final season? There were some great moments in Game of Thrones history. Some just truly epic moments in Game of Thrones history, and none of them were in season 8. I actually really enjoyed episode 3, where we had the battle with the Night King. I was okay with Arya killing the Night King. And if you're spoiled by this, by what I'm saying right now, why are you on this channel? Why are you watching these videos? Seriously. Spoilers! Truth of the matter is that particular... I had no problem with any of that stuff going on. Arya had been training forever to be a master assassin. She was there with the Faceless Man. She had her list. My problem wasn't that. My problem wasn't in the first 2 episodes that were kind of building to something, because that's how Game of Thrones kind of was. You had a lot of things that were going on in the background, and then you would have these great fantastical moments. There was a lot of politicking going on in Game of Thrones. Yes, people were sort of disappearing and then reappearing in places quicker than they had in previous seasons. There was a lot of teleportation going on in this final Game of Thrones season. You almost felt like you were gonna somebody was gonna open up a bush or something, and you were gonna see one of those machines from Star Trek, those teleportation machines, just hiding behind a bush somewhere. But to think that this thing was even close to being the best... What the heck did it even win? It won like best drama or something like that. Best of all time. I don't know. They even had a montage of Game of Thrones that played on screen of the final season's best, most powerful moments. What moments were that? Arya stabbing the Night King. That was a good moment. I dig it. Daenerys' dead body being lifted after she's killed, and the coveted Iron Throne melting. That was one of the dumbest moments in Game of Thrones history. Dumb. And not only was it dumb, it was so predictable. You could tell by the way that things were going in that episode that this was going to happen, and it was going to happen the way that it did. And that is so disappointing for a TV show that was unafraid to do the unexpected. And we got this. Daenerys' dead body being lifted after she's killed, and the coveted Iron Throne melting. So they go through all that, and I guess the idea is that the physical representation of the Iron Throne was destroyed. But the system was really still in place. So that would be like somebody coming and just like blowing up, or doing a lot of damage to the building Congress. Well, I mean, they're still all congressmen, right? That's just the building. There's still going to be Congress tomorrow. Just like in Game of Thrones, after he melts this Iron Throne, there's still a king afterwards. A stupid king. The choice was dumb, but there's still that system in place. This final season was just rewarded by the Emmys for being lazy, for not caring about their fans, for not caring about their story. They are constantly rewarding Benioff and Weiss for things they don't deserve to be rewarded for. They spent the first 5 or 6 seasons of Game of Thrones milking off of somebody else's thoughts, ideas, which was George R. R. Martin's books. Once that was gone, 6, 7, 8, you could see that the quality just slowly but surely declined until season 8 was a puddled mess of nonsense garbage. And they were just rewarded by their fellow Academy members. Their fellow Academy members who aspire to be just as lazy and disrespectful to their audience as Benioff and Weiss. And let me tell you, the Star Wars movies that they're coming out with soon, good luck with that. If Star Wars wasn't done already with The Last Jedi, let these two bastards get their hand on it. They have never made anything good. Anything. They have never created anything. These are not creators. These are pillagers. Pillagers. And they were just rewarded last night for a lackluster effort. But you know what? These are the people that love participation awards. So congratulations. The Emmys gave away a participation award last night.